everyone would know about it. You would know 100% because you was even there the day that he said that I was doing that. So it's just like, ugh.
Bearing them, alright, cool. So go on.
So he was lying off to his friend about all this stuff that I was doing. Bear in mind, that happened twice that day. There were 2 boys that lied about me that day. Him and your other friend were saying that I was doing that.
Yeah, the little one, the one I'm not cool with anymore.
No. Anyways, there was another one that was saying that I moved to him that day.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, he's delusional though.
So everyone was just making up lies.
Yeah, nah, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's because he's the type of guy, the white one, he's the type of guy, when a girl chats to him and they have a conversation, he thinks that the girl likes him. That's how he is. And he generally thinks that he gets girls, but he doesn't.
Don't be mean to him like that.
Huh?
Don't be mean to him.
Bruv, I say this to him, I say this to everyone. So it's not like I'm chatting rubbish, because everything that I'm saying on this podcast, I've said to
people, yeah.
those
people's
people,
face.
like, yeah.
So yeah. So people were just making up a whole load of nonsense that day.
Again, one more time. The white one, I would expect that from him because he's that type of person. But it's not like a thing of, it wasn't like the lie that the person that
no, he just said like I moved to him, that was it.
Yeah.
But the other one was exaggerating, like I wanted to go home with him that night.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, if that was the case, that would have happened. Because like that would have happened. Like we're not even, he's not that guy. So if I was acting like that, it would have happened. Do you get what I mean? Like it's not a thing where he's gonna say no to me. Like it's just not gonna happen. And it's not even anything about me. That's just him with women. Like all the girls that I know that if you've spoke to him or liked him, he's been on to them. Do you get what I mean? So if that was the case, I would have been home with him. Like we would have been talking.
He's not the type of guy to turn down a girl.
Exactly.
He doesn't get girls by just standing there.
So if a girl is moving to you like that, and most men are like that, you're not going to turn down a woman.
I'm not being funny, and I don't want to seem like that type of person to big themselves up, but he doesn't get attention like that, innit? Because I get attention, but it's very rarely that I've ever got attention to like a girl ever said. A girl's never said that's something like that mad to me.
No, but the thing is that
but that's the thing.
Let me finish quick. Because
how it's not even that. Yeah, it's not even like how did that happen or whatever. It's like, one, I know how you are anyway. So even if you're thinking that, you wouldn't say it like that,
mm-hmm.
and it wouldn't be like that. For one, and then as I was saying now, it's like he does. I don't know, but I think people that are watching this, if let's just say if you're if people deemed you as an attractive person, because I don't want to be sexist, people will bother you for just you being there.
Just being there, yeah.
So obviously it happens to me sometimes, not every time, but it happens. But he's not that type of person for that to happen to. That's what I'm saying.
But this is also the thing, because you don't have to be that type of person if that happened to you. For like women,
not like just because it looks like, obviously his personality and stuff.
Yeah, his personality and everything makes a difference.
Yeah,
but I'm saying even
personality and look, it's not like this.
Even if he's not what is deemed as attractive, whatever, there's always someone for everyone in it. So even if there was a girl he was doing all of that to him, something would have like, it doesn't have to be me. He would have gone home with that woman. Like there is 20% of men who would turn down a female if they're single. If they genuinely just don't want to do anything with women, then they just won't. But most men would continue. And the fact is that if a woman is acting like that with you, I'm sure you're entertaining it in some sense of the word for her to feel like she's comfortable enough for her to act like that. Now, that's not always the case, because some women can just be like that.
Yeah.
But the way he was explaining it, as if there was like mad chemistry going on, and I was acting like, and I was ready to. None of this happened.
Go.
None of this happened now. Go. And then you heard it all. And then before you said anything, he was out with his friends. He called me. And he was like, oh, you like go on your Instagram? And I was like, okay, cool. So I went on my Instagram and he was like, oh, type his name and find his Instagram, whatever. And he's following me and I'm following him back because I did speak to him that night. Not like that, but because the person that I was with is friends with him. Yeah, that's it. None of the case. Now, I didn't go onto my Instagram and follow him. The day after, he followed me. Don't know how he found my Instagram. He followed me. And then I asked my friend who I was with who that is. And she was like, oh, you know the boy from yesterday? I know him. Just follow him back. And I was like, right, cool. So that's what I did. That's it. There's no DMs. There's no conversation. There's nothing else has happened since that day. So I told him that. And as soon as you explained to me what happened and what he was saying and telling his friend and stuff, so I unfollowed him because I don't want to be in no nonsense. I unfollowed him.
Bearing in mind, the person that I was cool with, I go ahead because we haven't got to that stage yet.
So I unfollowed him straight away because I'm not being in no nonsense. Then, as soon as I unfollowed him, I was like, someone was like, do you know what he's talking about? And I was like, no. And because it had happened so long ago, because I had to remind me of when this happened or when he's saying that this happened or whatever. And I was like, well, there's no way. There's just, one, I'm not that type of female. I am not that type of female. Two, I did not know him that day. So I don't even like to speak to people that I don't know at events. I don't. Three, you was there. And I was in a whole relationship. So it was just like, there is no circumstance
after this
where that could ever happen.
I'm going to tell them what got me annoyed to the point that I had to speak to him. But go ahead.
And then the thing is, because I'm not the type of female that gives all excuses and other than how I am. So for me, the first thing I said to you is, am I like that? And you was like, no, you're not that type of person. I said, exactly. I don't have to say anything else for it to be like, well, she wouldn't do that because she was this, she was that was happening. No, she's just not that type of female. That's it, point blank, period. Conversation ends because I am not. That is just not me. There's nothing wrong with women being like that because, boy, if you want him, then go get him. That's it. But I didn't.
Bearing in mind, we wasn't together and she had a boyfriend at the time. So even if that did happen, okay, like what? Like I'm not a jealous person. Is that meant to hurt my ego? Like what? Like
yeah, because
I don't understand, and I'm not close with him. Does that make sense? I'm not close with him.
And the funniest thing is, we're the type of people that we've always been around each other anyway. That's why he was there and I was in a relationship with somebody else knowing that he was there. But it's the thing where you're never going to be out of the loop. Does that make sense? So you knew at the time that I was in a relationship. It's not a thing where it's like, it should hurt you. Does that make sense? Like them talking about it as if it was you that I was with.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like I'm cheating on you.
They generally, when I told them what happened.
So they're saying it like, oh, she was basically with her man and was moving to me. That's not the case. That isn't what happened. And it would never hurt your feelings because you knew everything that was happening anyway. And at the time when they were saying all of that, we've had a multiple conversations. Like I said, it happened 2 years before the situation, before they started speaking about it. We've had bare conversations about what happened that day and all the nonsense and who was talking to who and who spoke to me and all of that. We've had that conversation because we're friends. Like we're genuinely friends.
Bearing in mind it wasn't a bad conversation. It wasn't like we got into an argument. We just had a normal conversation. And with that, their conversation that they had, that wasn't even brought up in that conversation because it was not that deep. So, you're finished, isn't it?
Yeah. So explain how from the lying.
Yeah. So he lied to someone that I was cool with now. Yeah. So cool. we're all somewhere, we're all chilling. You know, some are sitting down, some of us are standing because we've got our electric scooters now. We're chilling, yeah, cool, having a conversation. Just about life, everything. You know, there was one of those ones. And then the one that I was cool with, he was like, "Oh, like, I don't know how you don't do it." And I'm going like, "Do me and my friends gonna do what? I don't know how you look kind of girlfriends. Like, I can't have girlfriends." And he was like, "Okay, well, like," and then my friends going, "Why?" Going, "Oh, like, it's just like, nah, at this age, nah, duh, 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 duh." And then one of his friends, a mutual friend, basically, he was like, obviously, he asked how long was we together for, and then I explained it, and I said, yeah. Then there was a period where obviously we wasn't together, and you had a boyfriend, and then obviously at that time, I was like, oh yeah, now we're together, and then he was like, all right, cool. Then just me and him was just generally talking about that. And obviously everyone was listening. But
that's why you don't chat shit when you don't know people's business.
But I did it. But the funniest thing is, his mutual friend, yeah, we generally having a conversation. Like, I explained it, but I didn't explain like too much into your business and into my business.
But regardless, do you? Because we're not those type of people. Like you will never know the whole ins and outs of how we are. You just would never know. Like if we explained the whole entire timeline, like you wouldn't understand. It just doesn't make any sense.
There's no space for you to chat shit.
Yeah.
There's no little gap for you to chat shit.
Like there's apps, like there's no, like there's, and this is the thing, yeah. And this, I've always said this to you. I said this to you from when I was young. The thing that I dislike in all types of relationships, doesn't matter if the person that I'm with, if it's a best friend, if it's a friend, if it's a business partner, I do not want to be looked at as stupid. Like, do not catch me out. That is the thing that I don't like. I don't want someone to either have a one-up on me or to feel like they can catch me out and it actually be true. Does that make sense? If you feel like you can do that and it's not true, you can do that all day. That's fine. I'll tell you it ain't true. And if you believe it, you believe it. But if it's a thing where someone can really come and tell me, oh, do you know da-da-da, and I didn't know, it's just a problem because that means we ain't on the same page. And that's a friendship, business partner, whatever. That means we're not on the same page. And that's how we are. There's nothing that you could come to me and be like, oh, did you know I was doing
friction and that?
Like, it's just not, going to happen. And the thing is that even if you thought it would cause a problem,
it didn't.
It's not good. Like, even if I did, we weren't good. Like, we weren't together at the point.
Let me, please, because obviously I've got two stories. So this is the first one, yeah. In regards to these two fools, yeah. And I call them fools as well, because again, I'm the type of person, I've said this to their face multiple times, you lot are going to understand the stories and stuff like that. So cool. We're talking, everyone's just talking about like life and stuff like that. And then the one that I'm cool with, like, he's gone, oh yeah, I saw your girlfriend move to the person that was chatting shit.
The one that
she's lied. Like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I saw her move to so and so still. And then everyone that was there was like, what? Like, what you like? When was like? What are you talking about? And
exactly.
I was like, when was this? She was like, oh, like so and so's birthday, which is my friend. And I've gone, what? Like his 19th? He's gone, yeah. Bearing in mind, it wasn't even his 19th. It was his 18th, innit? No, it wasn't. It was his 19th. It was his 19th. It was his 19th. Bearing in mind, at the time, it wasn't my birthday.
It wasn't whose birthday?
I wasn't 20 when we had the school. I was 19, innit?
When you lot had that conversation?
Yeah, but I thought it was.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, so basically...
Was that not New Year's?
No.
Isn't that when you went out? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. But you weren't 20.
I wasn't 20. It was a year ago. It was a year ago then. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was... Let's not get into this. I don't remember. We're going to be sitting here all day trying to figure out what day it was. It happened on his 19th. Yeah. 2019.
It happened in 2019.
Okay, we're in 21 now. So regardless, it's been 2 years since that incident. And this incident happened 2 years now.
It was a year. It was technically a year.
ago.
Now it's 2 years, but at the time it was a year and a bit.
Yeah, it was still way
So
too long for
basically,
you
it
to be
was a
saying
year
something.
and a couple of months after, but it was technically 2 years, if that makes sense. But to be technical, it was a year and a month after. But again, they've both seen me multiple times. So like, even if it was true, which is not, why would you bring it up now? So the person that was cool with tried to make it seem like he was telling me something that he needed to tell me. But
Like he was coming to him man to man.
if his friend didn't chat rubbish, if his friend, idiot, like me and him was never close like that anyway. For him to even do that, and even if we was close, why would you do that in front of everyone? But anyway,
Yeah, why
that's
wouldn't
besides
he
the
pull
point
you
now.
aside and be like, no, like I'm genuinely.
Yeah, so he's gone like, oh, so and so, I saw that still, and then I've gone, when was this? And he's like, oh, son's birthday. I was like, what? And then one of his friends has gone, what? 2 years ago? And he's gone, yeah, and I've gone, so why'd you bring it up now? He's gone, I just remembered. Duh, 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 duh. And then the person that tried to lie went, what? What? Who's your girl? Oh, I didn't even know. Who's your girl? Who's your girl?
When
And I'm
he
like,
heard them chatting
it's
about
not
it.
even when he heard them. He's
You.
the person that spoke that was lying.
No, I said when you heard them.
Oh yeah,
You
bearing in
heard
mind
him
he didn't
lying.
know. Yeah, bearing in mind he didn't know that I heard the minute. So the person that was that lied, he was like, I didn't like he basically act like he was oblivious, and I was like, but she had a whole boyfriend though, and you went, I don't know, like, I don't know. The person that was cool was like, I don't know, and I went, but that's not her though. Then you went, girls will do anything to make a person jealous, and I've gone,
As if I was trying to make him jealous.
yeah, and I've gone, okay, but she was in a whole relationship though.
And if I was trying to make you jealous, why don't you know about it?
And then
doesn't make
he's like,
sense.
I don't know. And then I went, then he tried to change the conversation. I went, no, but that's not her. Like she, even if that was the case, like she wouldn't move like that. And then everyone's looking at the person that I was cool with, and he's gone, oh, anyway, and then he changed the conversation. And then after that 10 minutes, I was like, but again, like that doesn't make any sense, bro. Like I'm digging at it. Like obviously, I know they're chatting rubbish, innit? But he's tried to embarrass me, but I've embarrassed him and his friend, kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you're gonna lie good.
Yeah, like so cool. Then, long story short, now after we was talking, generally having a normal conversation. I was like, this brother's. I was like, right, like I was all deep in my head, and then obviously had normal conversation. Everyone had normal conversation, but the one that lied was quiet for the whole time. And then obviously we ended up going home, and then me and my friend that I'm close with, I was like, bro, like he's lying, because obviously then I was explaining it. I was like, bro, I heard, like, bro, like I heard him whisper it to him, like, kind of thing. And I was like, but like, is he trying to start a problem? Like, and then my friend that I'm close to was like, no, because they know how you are. I don't think they want they don't want a problem. And I said, they're not even like that anyway. Like, they're generally not like that. Like, if something was to happen,
but men have weird agendas. Like it might not even have been for them to start something with you.
Maybe it's to try to embarrass me or feed his ego, or maybe he envies me. I don't know. But I have to say this to you lot from now, so the story makes sense. So cool, obviously. Then I said cool to my close friend, cool. So after that now, I then explained it to Zara, and then she unfollowed the person that I was cool with. Yeah. Cool. But I clocked it, I gathered it in my head every time we was on PS4, he would ask me, how's you and Zara? First thing, every time. He would never ask my friend how's him and his girlfriend, when they've been together for like 5 years at this point.
And everyone knows his girlfriend.
And everyone knows his girlfriend. Not everyone knows mine.
People don't know me.
Only like certain people, innit?
Him especially does not know me.
Yeah, so every time I was like, okay, it's a bit weird. Like, why are you asking, kind of thing. But then I clocked him, the person that was chatting rubbish, and the person I was meant to be cool with. They both find Zara attractive. Like they genuinely find Zara like I know the one that lied found you attractive anyway.
But I don't think it has anything to do with me.
No,
I think it was just trying to get to you.
no, this is the thing. No, this is both of them trying to get to me because the person that I was cool with, he's like that anyway. He's a little stirrer. He just like everyone will tell you that he's like that anyway. But the thing that got me was with the one that I was cool with. I clocked. I clocked. The only reason how I clocked that he found you attractive because he always asked how me and you are.
Oh, okay.
Like he was basically obsessed with that question.
Okay.
That makes sense. So cool. Again, couple months further down the line now. So obviously, it's gone that far that she's 20, I'm 20 now. Cool. So it's my friend's birthday. His birthday is literally 4 days after mine. So he's having a little something at his house. Obviously, he wasn't there, so he doesn't know what's gone on, kind of thing, innit?
The
So
friend whose birthday it was.
yeah. So obviously, I called one of my friends and I explained the story. One of my close friends, I explained the story to her, and she's like, "Nah, you said you didn't like him, but now you actually have a reason not to like him."
And someone was so happy to have a
I
reason
was
not to
so
like.
I genuinely didn't like this
You were
guy,
so
bro.
happy
Like,
to have a reason not to like. Like when you explained the story to me, and I was like, okay, and like I didn't know like that it was gonna cause a big problem type of thing. But obviously, because they were lying, whatever. And like I said, because I was that person who'll match energy. Like he's not gonna. He'll do something about it, innit?
yeah, and they both didn't think I would. But the
So
one that was cool with me is an even more of an idiot because he knows how I am, but he
so
didn't
I
think it
remember
was
you
this
say, yeah,
bad.
exactly. And I remember you saying, "Oh, I'm going like where he was going in it. I'm going so and so's birthday. He's supposed to be there, so I'm going to chat to him." And I was like, "Chat to him about what?" He was like, "I'm just going to tell him to stop lying on people's names."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." I was like,
She
"Fine
even
then."
said, "Oh, man, I wish I was there, man.
I did.
I wish I was there, man." I was like, "What? You wish you was there? You don't wish you're there." She's like, "Nah, I do.
I said that is going to be the most hilarious conversation ever.
And then cool. Then obviously, I'm walking there. Then I ended up finishing being on the phone to you. Then I'm in there now. Then obviously it's me, the person whose birthday it is, and my friend that's close with me. So we're eating now, and then everyone's like, "Oh, let's go shop, let's go shop." So cool. We've gone shop now. So as we've gone shop, the person that lied came. The person I want to speak to came with his friend, and then him and his friend spudding us lot because obviously we're going shop. And then the person that lied tried to spud me. And I looked at his hand, I went, "I need to chat to you still." And he went, "All right," and he spotted everyone else. Then he tried to get away while he was going short. And then his friends made it worse because they walked further. So it's just me and him now. So cool. Then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard everything you said in it. So don't act like you didn't lie because it's just gonna make the situation worse. Then I was explaining to him how I am. Like I said to him, I don't like talking. It pisses me off. Like you can even ask so and so. Like the fact I'm even talking to you, you're lucky, innit? Bearing in mind, he hasn't said nothing. Like he hasn't gone. What would you mean? Duh, 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 duh?" And I've gone. I heard you lie in it. Yeah, and that obviously I explained to him like, bro, like don't lie on someone's name when the person's not like that. Yeah, and especially when I'm very close with the person, I care for the person. That don't because I'll go mad in it. Don't do that. Like I don't get it. Like if you trying to embarrass me or you envy me, I don't care for the reason. Just don't do it in it because next time I won't be talking. I didn't have to be honest with you, I wasn't really your biggest fan, but I didn't,
Already.
but yeah, but I didn't really have a problem with you. I'm not that type of person to make a problem for no reason. But now I have a problem with you, and now I have a reason. So if you just want to fight, let me know. And he's gone, oh, but I went, no, don't say anything. Like, do you want to fight or not in it? Because I don't want to fight in so-and-so's house because it's his birthday. Just let me know, like, what's... And he went, oh, all right, cool, say nothing.
And he left it.
Literally,
and nothing
like
ever
that,
happened.
Like that, you know, like that. And then I told Zara, she started laughing.
Yeah, I did. Because I knew nothing was going to happen. That's why I wanted to be there.
Again, this is
because the funniest thing is, yeah, stuff like, and you know what? I don't know what it is.
If it was in front of his friends, he would have tried to act up.
He would have said, yeah. But the funniest thing is that we, like I said, there's nothing really much that you could say to me or to you that we don't already know about each other, right? So there has been multiple cases, and the thing is, because no one knows our business, like, I don't come out with you and your friends all the time. Mm-hmm. You don't see my, like, it's not a thing that we do. Like, I don't invade his privacy. Like, he does what he's doing. So you might see him, his friends might see him for months, and it's just him. Mm-hmm. And then randomly, it might be somewhere, like I said, I don't know all of his friends, but it might be the one of your friends that I know, or that has invited me, or has told you to bring me. Then we'll be there together. And anyone who said something within all of those months, and now shit scared, because they didn't know that we were still together. Like, it's just, there's no point. Like, I don't understand. Like I said, it's the morals thing. There's just some things that there's unnecessary.
Clowns, bro.
It's unnecessary. There is no reason for you to be lying on a female in general.
It's so bad. The lie was so bad. Like,
then you're making it a bad lie. And the thing is that you're in the friendship group that when this lie now comes out, because the truth will always come out. Bro. When the truth comes out, you ain't got nothing to say. So it's stupid. It's stupid. And we've been in situations where boys have said something to him, right? He knows the boy. I've been with him. We've seen the boy. And he said absolutely nothing to me. He's looked to me and speak to me like we've never met before. But yeah, you was running your mouth talking about me months ago and how I did something or whatever.
It was funny. He tried to, he's like, well, I know you. She went, yep.
Yes, you do.
Yep. And he went, I don't think I do. And I'm there laughing and the boy's looking at me and I'm going, what? I've gone, no. Like, yeah, man, they both of them, the person that was cool with him, not cool with him no more. And then the person that tried to lie, smoke all day, man. I got another story, but it's not worth. We've spent like 20 minutes on this joke, man.
No, because I like this story.
Well, this one.
Yeah. No.
The event one or this one?
No.
This one.
No. We're gonna stop telling stories, but I like that story because I think it's a perfect example of when, like, being in the midst of someone who's worse than you. Like, there's certain things.
He both of them, because I know he told the person that I was cool with. I know he told him the situation, and he's probably like, oh, right, like they both. The person I'm cool with, he knows how I am, but he's never seen me in that situation. But everyone that's close with me around the person that chats rubbish, they know how I am. So they're always expecting me to explain the story and go, oh, what, did you hit him? Did you?
Yeah, because even the day before when you was on the phone to me saying where you was going and stuff, I was like, hey, just don't have a fight because I'm not there. And you was like, I will try my hardest. I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And I cannot lie to you. Obviously, I don't know how that boy is. So if you had called me after, like, within a couple of hours and been like, oh, like, I beat him up, I'd been like, okay. Like, it wouldn't have been surprising because that's the stuff that happens. Like, you feel like you need to act a certain way. And that's what I mean. Like, if they were around their friends, he would have said, like, it would have been a confrontation. Like, it would have started a problem. But because it was just a one-to-one conversation, he left it because he knows to leave it. And it's unnecessary for it to be anything bigger than that. But the whole situation was unnecessary in the beginning. Anything. You didn't need to start. Like, no one needed... You just don't need to lie. Like, there's never a reason to lie. There is never a reason to lie. There's never a reason to lie on people or whatever. And the thing is that those things always happen. And when you're around those people, you never really say anything. And that is those funniest things. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to get a girl right, out of being a certain way or acting like you're a certain way, you're gonna go, it's just gonna get worse because she's expecting you to be like that. Like, I didn't know. We've always had this conversation from young, and because I never, not once told me about his temper. I'd never seen it, nothing like that. Because I'm
Oh
not
yeah, you
supposed
didn't.
to.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed, like, it's not something that I'm supposed to see. Like, I'm not supposed to be around him.
Even when you didn't know me, you'd see me. It's not a thing where my temper would show because obviously I'm just kicking ball in it.
Yeah, like, it's just not. That's it. Like, and I was never supposed to see that. That's not something that is gonna be shown to me. Did you get what I mean? And even when you do have an interest in me, you're not that type of person to be like, oh, I'm this type of person. Da, 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 da. Or if something happens, then it's how, like, it just wasn't. So it was over experiences that I've seen how Hassan, and I know him. Like, I automatically knew how you, the type of person that you were by other things, like how you treat the people that you care about, how defensive you get, how, like, all of those things will show how someone is if it actually came to it. You're not supposed to actually know what's going to happen. That's just not what you're there for. Men and women, like, you've never seen me get rowdy. Like, you've never seen it.
Yeah.
Never. Like, never. And the one time that he did, someone's like, what the hell? What the? I didn't know. Everyone was astonished because I'm not that type of person.
When was that?
On my birthday, my 16th. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah. She done it, I went. She done it, I went. I was trying so hard not to laugh because the way she done it, she done it with like, imagine thinking someone's so nice, yeah, and then they explode, yeah, and then you're just baffled, and then you're like, then you want to laugh because you didn't think there was like that, and it's like, how could I not see that? Like, wow, this is just amazing. I was amazed. I was like, wow. And I was like, actually, let me just leave it a little bit, just see what happens.
Yeah, then it got worse.
And then she got, I was like, no. All right. I'm holding her. And she got, no. And I've got, no, it's okay. Like, I'm holding her, you know, while the person's chatting rubbish to her. I'm holding her back, you know. So, yeah, well.
These times I had already taken off all jewelry and everything.
Funny. Goodness gracious me.
Great times, great stuff. That's not me anymore now. I'll just walk away because it's not worth it. Like, it's genuinely not. And that's what I'm saying. This stuff is just not, it's not necessary. Like, it's not. And if you're really about something, no one would know. Nobody would know unless they were there. That's it.
Yeah. That's actually it. Like, I don't gloat on nothing. I'll tell you the truth, though. So, obviously, I'm telling you the truth. It's just me.
Because it's funny stories that I like.
Yeah, like...
Because nothing happened.
Yeah. Even if something was to happen, obviously I'd tell her, but I wouldn't like go, oh yeah, and then that happened and nah.
Yeah, but that's the funniest thing. If the situation wasn't to do with me, you wouldn't tell me. And I know you wouldn't tell me. You'd be like, oh, something happened. And I'd be like, what happened? But no, it's okay. I'm like, so what happened? And no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's true. Or I would explain it to you without like proper
details.
You'd get the main like points and stuff like that.
Or you would give the conclusion.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go into detail. But like
he says, like, this is the conclusion. Like, he says, this is the result.
And this is why.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, it's just, and I used to find it so funny, you know, like, you would hear, because obviously growing up, you had people that were in relationships like that. Like, they were saying all the bad stuff that they were doing, and then the girls were saying all the bad stuff that they were doing and whatever, and then they would be together, and then the girl would end up getting into it with someone that's badder than her, and no one saves her. Boyfriend is nowhere to be found. Ain't nothing happened. And now this girl's disappeared. Or the boyfriend would end up getting into something and someone's beat him up, someone's hurt him, or whatever the case may be. Girlfriend was nowhere to be found. And it's just like, it's never worth it. It's not. It's never worth it. You should never want to be trying to be bad at all. No one should ever want to be trying to be bad.
Are you going to title this one Storytime?
It really was. That was it, you know. Whole time we were supposed to be talking about morals.
Well, we kind of did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I think we spoke about our morals.
Yeah, and just like common courtesy, like.
Yeah. Well, we have many a story times, guys.
Yeah.
We really do.
For days. You'll be entertained. That's good though, because we can talk about it on this.
Will we? No, we won't.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Yeah, like obviously, like
the funny stuff.
Yeah.
People really did. People just like to get you through me, and then they forget who I am. So it's funny.
Yeah.
Because the thing, Xan has a reputation. I do not. I'm a good girl.
Of what?
Of just stuff. Of stuff. So like, you know, when like I was saying, people oftentimes, like with Center and stuff, if people feel like they have a reputation, they will test it.
Oh yeah.
So they tend to do that a lot with Xan.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
And they tend to, at this current moment, they tend to enjoy testing it through me, and it's just never gonna work.
It don't work at all.
And I just laugh about it.
And it goes wrong for them as well. They end up feeling like he did it. They're like, why did I do that? Like both of the people now, they're like, well, like, why did I do it? But why?
Yeah, because nothing. They're not. That's what I'm saying. It's unnecessary.
They generally didn't gain nothing out of it. Like they just made the situation worse for themselves. Because now, when I see the other person, I don't acknowledge him, the one that I was cool with, and the person that lied, I'm always ready to fight him. Always ready. And he don't like that.
And I'm waiting for the day when I see both of them.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh. I'm like, oh, you know, I'll die, and I'll make sure he can hear me, and I'll be like, hi. What? I said, you know me. You know what I'm gonna do.
And he busts up, and the thing is, I'd be so serious and can't just be in the background laugh. And I think that's the best thing about between us. When you are heated, I'm crying of laughter. When I'm heated, you are bursting up in the corner. So it doesn't help.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, sit back.